These were the times that were written about, foretold in scriptures and prophecies. And on this day, there were sounds like trumpets being heard in different parts of the earth. People recorded these sounds and then shared them on social media, but many brushed it off as a hoax. But the wise saw it as a sign and also a warning. The times for the War of Armageddon was drawing near, and the fallen ones were now amongst us. They knew their time was short, so they wasted no time in assembling their armies. The first to emerge from the darkness was Lom, or the dragon. He was bold and believed his tribe was given authority to rule by the heavens. He ruled over the largest tribe in the east, and he ordered that there would be no more rules of warfare amongst men. Under his leadership, his tribe became warlike and aggressive, when before they were known as a peaceful people. But time was short, so using the large numbers he had in his tribe, the dragon began to order his troops to take territory and be ruthless, because only the dragon's bloodline was ordained by the heavens. He looked like a man, but he was unlike any man that had ever walked the earth before this time. His eyes glowed red, and he had unimaginable power. He was short, strong, feisty, and quick-tempered. He was one of the fallen ones, and he devoured with fire anyone who challenged him. He was sent here with the knowledge of weapons and warfare that hadn't yet been seen on earth. His followers engaged in biowarfare, where they infiltrated and poisoned whole nations and brought them to their knees without firing a shot. And all while this was happening, the earth was beginning to heat up. Snow from the Arctic began to melt. Wildfires began burning all over the world. And all this was because of the presence of the dragon now here on Earth. When the ice melted in the Arctic, many resources that were not available became accessible. This caused many of the world's powers to scramble to lay claim to this untouched territory. When explorers got there, they noticed giant holes in the ground. These holes were perfectly round and appeared to be miles deep. Scientists tried to explain these holes as just being sinkholes or natural occurrences. But the truth is, these were gateways that led to the underworld, or what some would call Hades. And until now, these gateways have been covered up by thick sheets of ice, miles thick, that kept the demons and spirits of the underworld trapped. But with the thawing of the ice, these entities were now set free to roam the earth. They were called the Lomachaki, and they carried the power of possession. These entities would feed off a person's fear. Then they would absorb that energy and it would make them stronger and give them the ability to exist on this earthly plane. As they got stronger, they began to appear in the night sky. Some called them UFOs and began to become obsessed with them and even worship them. This gave them more power. They fed off the energy of drug addicts and people under the influence, because a person under the influence is in a weakened state and easily possessed. So these demons began to flourish in these times. They possessed leaders of drug cartels and controlled them and enriched them. Then, as time went on, you saw more and more possessions, which most people just overlooked as people being high on drugs. Then harsher drugs were introduced to the populations, making them even more vulnerable to possession. Some people got high and never came down. This was a demon's way of taking a person's mind and body permanently. During this time, there were multiple warnings that this time was now at hand. A homeless man screaming, "The end is near," and being ignored by passersby was really a powerful angel warning the people of the coming dangers, because the deadliest of the fallen had not even appeared yet. There were many others to come. These were the time of the fallen ones.